Hi everyone, and welcome to this second semester module, Engineering 234, or for the Higher Certificate and Diploma students 230. So this module will be about spraying machines and then everything that has to do with spraying machines like droplet sizes, nozzles, and calculating how much to spray. Here's my email address for any students that might need it during this semester. So firstly, what's important to know about using agricultural chemicals and spraying machines is that it's very important to know how to safely use agricultural chemicals. And especially three areas is storage, using them, and then handling of your agricultural chemicals. And that is what's covered in this module. So when we are looking at handling of chemicals in South Africa, there are certain references or sources that you can go and read up on to know more about how to use these chemicals and why it's important to use them safely. And here is a couple of them mentioned that you can go and look at in your own time. So what problems are likely to arise if spraying is not effective? We can especially look at this chapter and go, plagues and insects can multiply and build up resistance to chemicals. So if you don't use enough of a chemical, then what would happen is your insects won't die, and then they would build up a resistance to these chemicals. Wastage of spraying results in a loss of profit and money. So that is, if you spray too much, you can actually spend too much money on chemicals, and therefore you'll end up paying more for chemicals than you should have at the beginning. And then wastage results in pollution, especially rivers. So if you have too much chemical that you've used on your farm, that chemical then remains on the farm. Sometimes they'll go to underground water sources, and sometimes they'll end up in your rivers. And that's why it's important to use these spraying machines effectively. So the rest of this module, we're going to look at atomizers, pumps, and then calibration, which is where we calculate the rate at which you're spraying or want to spray for different spraying machines. And then last part, and this is only for the BAgric students in 243, we are going to look at electricity and then different tariffs for electricity. And lastly, electricity and electric motors. And that is it for this introduction.